I then is seriously ruffled. I accidentally stuffed up dinner. So we thought that we'd go down to the local Hungry Jack's, Burger King as it's called in the US. I think also similar in the UK. And I asked for a Whopper with cheese. I like a Whopper with cheese occasionally. What I ended up with is a Rebel Whopper, plant-based protein, vegan and vegetarian burger. I had a taste of it. It's not too bad, but I've only eaten half of it because it's not what I wanted. It's not what I asked for. So I'm having a little rant before I get on with things. Hello, Maritza. Hi, GMR5. I checked with the girl 3 times. I don't know how she got vegan burger out of Whopper with cheese. Sorry, guys, it's made me a bit cranky. My own fault. I stuffed up dinner. I have to put it aside, take a photo, email Uncle Jack. I'll be back in a minute. I've been known to cook vegetarian meals myself. Not vegan, but vegetarian. And, you know, I don't mind them. But when I ask for a Whopper with cheese, I want a Whopper with cheese. Anyway, that is enough of that whining, grating, pouty person. How is everyone? People in Australia, hope you spent a nice Australia Day. If you don't follow Australia Day, that's fine too. I just hope you had a nice day. There's been a debate for quite a few years now as to whether or not to have it or not. It doesn't really bother me. To me, the national day that honours all, including Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islanders, is Anzac Day. It honours those people who've given their life. Hang on a moment. So, my darlings, how are you? I'm going to do a quick prayer of protection. GMR5, human generic, Greta, Twainer, Catherine Stubbs, Cardamancy, compassion. Okay, quick prayer of protection. Hi, Liz W. Haven't seen you before. Welcome. Now, I had my quick. What a bugger. Jesus. Sorry. Husband and I used to watch Tuesday night movies for a while there. And we'd go and we'd look at the old movies like pre-code. meaning movies that were made before 1934. The Hays Code, censorship code and rating code, was introduced in 1934. So movies made before that were pre-code. Now, there are some that can be moments of cringing because, of course, some of these movies didn't depict minorities or even women in always the nicest light. But some of them are real gems. So we watched one tonight, which was quite funny. It was called The Bat Whisper from 1933, I think. But you can find some real gems. And I mean, there's one, Philip Vance. This was a real cringe-worthy moment, the way they were treating the woman in it. And then a couple of elevator operators who were African, you know, and it was like, ooh, cringy. And they are good stories, and it's like, so if you're prepared to work through some of the cringe-inducing moments, you can get some really good movies, and not all of them have them. Hi, Super Queen Bee. Hi, Maritza. Hi, Twaina. Said hello already, sorry. Now, Rudy Giuliani is being sued for $1.3 million by Dominion. What's going to happen with that? What's going to happen with that for Rudy? Hi, Mary Fanuth. So he wants to fight, but I think he's going to have to settle. He's going to have to settle out of court, I think. This flew off the top. Yeah, it's going to be a very big, drastic change in his life. He's going to have to settle if he wants it to go away. And he's got way more than that to worry about. I don't think they'll get 1.3 billion out of him, but disharmony. He's going to be saying to Trump and to others who are like, but you know, you back me up. I was saying what you wanted me to say, and now I've got all this, and you're going to help me, and it's going to cause a bit of a split, I think. It's definitely greedy merchant toppled on his end. It's going to drain him. He's going to lose a lot with this. A split. He's already estranged from some of his children, at least one of his children. He's going to be embattled. He's really going to struggle to build up his defenses here. There is just so much loss here. He set himself up for failure. Right from day one, he was setting himself up for failure. You did just say he might get some offers of help with his legal fees. But no, ultimately this is going to be the end of him. It's, yeah. It's going to drag things out. And there's nothing he can do to stop it. But yeah, he's not going to fare well from it. Hi, Alexandra Bellino. Oh, well, That was always going to be a possibility because it is stacked with other things. But you know what? This emoluments lawsuit, there's other ways to get him. Don't worry about that. Was it dismissed with prejudice? That's the big thing, or without prejudice. Hi, Florina Bay. How you going down there? Did you have a good Australia Day? Everyone else listened and came in favour, and then the Supreme Court went against it, hey? Well, that's not surprising. Hi, Rondell. Yes, I do every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Because he's not the president anymore. Well, they'll find another way to get him. Now, I think I've got some questions still from the other day. There's a lot still. Now, apparently, McConnell has caved on the filibuster and he's caved in, and they're going to work with the 2001 rules that were put in place for a split for a tied Senate. James and I went out to lunch. Hi, Travels. So let's look forward a bit to okay. Major and Champ are in the White House, and there's even talk of there being a White House cat, of the Bidens adopting a cat, which I think is awful. It's awfully nice and wonderful. I thought it was such a great little story. CNN, I think, had always MSNBC. One of them had a little piece about. ABC said that Champ would be the first rescue dog in the White House, but apparently he wasn't. The little white dog that Lyndon B. Johnson had, his daughter found it and rescued it from a station. But so he's not the first rescue dog, but he is the first shelter dog. So there you go. I had a rescue raccoon once. No, I think they'll change rules. I think they'll change things. The fact is that the suit was put in place really early on when he was president. But he can be investigated now. That's the thing. I think they've opened the way for an investigation into his abuse and ignorance of the emoluments clause. Well, but let's look a bit forward. There's going to be hopefully more confirmations this week. So what's the week going to be like for the new administration? So let's have a look. What is the week going to be like for the new administration? Flora, what's it like down in the south of the city? Is it hot and humid? So, Monday, which is stay here for the new abundance blockage, clouding the issues. A bit of a fight happening there. Nurturing, they're coming out, they're not babying or nurturing the American people with regard to the virus. They're coming out and they're telling the truth, which is what the American people need. I'll read on Charles Flynn. So that's Monday. Tuesday, a bit of clouding issues. They're going to have to deal with some confusion created by one of Trump's tricks, I think. It won't necessarily come out. Wednesday, there's going to be a kerfuffle. The administration is going to charge in some way to defend someone. Thursday, compassionate leadership, renewal of commitments, I think. The number of briefings that are happening. There's definitely going to be some chaos on Wednesday. Thursday, this administration is not going to be afraid to think outside the box to tackle something, especially something that comes up suddenly. So let's see if we can find out a bit more. Monday. I think something is going to come out about Trump's hanging close to money, hanging on to resources. Hi to everyone watching. If you're not on the chat, that's fine. You don't have to be. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. So there's definitely something they're going to find out something about resources being kept close, not being shared as they should be. Tuesday, legacy. This is the they're going to be finding out more about every day they're in office. They're going to be finding out more about the mess that Trump left behind, and they're going to find out some links to his organisation, to the Trump organisation. Wednesday. Judges. Now, I know that Chuck Schumer is pushing for Biden to nominate more judges. So this kerfuffle could be something to do with judges. Compassionate leadership, a breakaway, the Four of Wands, solid compassionate leadership, but a breakaway. I'll know more about that. This is like leaving home. Okay. Thinking out of the box, disappointing news. This is not a. This is. This is someone who could be a spy. They're going to have to think outside of the box, and it's something to do with somebody who has inside knowledge on what went on. I think in order to get some information. Yeah, there's going to be some people going back in records with regard to records. So there's going to be some digging over agreements and deals of the last 12 months. Okay, the truth is going to come out about Trump. There's going to be more truth coming out about the Trump organization and offers, donors, where they come from. Young, intellectual, new. This could be definitely talk about new judges. Resources, sharing of resources. Thursday with the King of Wands, the reverse Four of Wands. So no celebration, lack of celebration. They're not going to be celebrating. I think they're going to have maybe a loss in something, maybe getting someone confirmed or something. This could be Janet Yellen. There are some people who thought she sent a rude email or against her confirmation. So they might be getting a bit of disappointing news about Janet Yellen's confirmation. She's Queen of Pentacles there. Friday, yeah, thinking outside the box, the institution, talking about disruption of the rule of law. I think that there might be stuff coming to the administration, information coming to the administration, more about the January 6th thing, maybe someone talking. Yeah. So it's going to be a pretty busy week. I have some wins. Now I'm going to do yes, no's. Oh, I'd love it. You're more than welcome to send me an email and we can organise get together. Even meeting halfway, meet in the city or something. Flora. So hop on the train, meet in the city. Hi, Keisha Harris. Hi, Marilyn Meown. Now, let's have a look. Look, Pete Buttigieg. Well, Pete Buttigieg be confirmed as Transportation Secretary. Surprising news, it's Page of Cups, the lovers, that's a yes, 2 yeses. 3 of Pentacles, working people. Page of Pentacles, new, young, very smart. King of Swords. He's going to be questioned very closely. Of course, they have to, 9 of Wands, he's going to be able to stand his defences. Knight of Cups, yeah, I think he'll get through. I think he'll get through. 6 of Wands, victorious. 9 of Pentacles, sitting pretty in the office. Yeah, I think he's going to get through. Yeah, I just read that Sharon Granger, thank you for joining us. Yes, I think Pete Buttigieg is going to get through. Now, Mayorki, he's the one who Hawley decided to object about, and so I had to send it to full Senate hearing. He's going to be heard this week. She was she? Well, it could be someone else then. She was confirmed as Senate Secretary. That's good. Oh, it could be Janice. The Assistant Health. Okay, Mayorki. Queen of Swords. That's maybe, yeah. He's of course he's been caught up for a full Senate confirmation hearing because of that idiot instead of the quick one. 3 of Cups. He's got lots of support. Ace of Swords, going to cut through the crap. 4 of Cups. Now this is the main what's he up for again? Mayorki is an intelligent person, isn't he? 7 of Pentacles, assessment. King of Wands. Hi, Anne Rudd. Five of Wands, some conflict, debate, risk. There's definitely going to be a bit of a, ooh. You've got a couple of no cards here. He's got 5 no cards. The 5 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. But the rest are yes or maybes. So there's going to be a bit of a kerfuffle. Yes, I said that word again, kerfuffle. There's definitely going to be an effort to shoot him down, but I do think he's going to get through. Ace of Cups. 2 of Wands. The Moon. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a bit of a kerfuffle. There's going to be some confusion thrown in there. Someone trying to throw up something they think things they think are an issue and trying to cloud the issue and stuff. So I think, yeah, it's not going to be the easiest of confirmations, but I do think he'll get it. Hi, Edna May. Who's the transgender person? Janet. Oh, I feel terrible that I can't remember her. The transgender candidate, will they be confirmed? Yeah, pause with her. A lot more probing questions. Some loss there. Justice, yeah. Queen of Cups. Again, I think some people are going to try and make some problems for the trans. I wish I could remember her name. I'm sorry, guys. It's not out of disrespect. It's just that Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it was her, that definite. On the Thursday, the Queen of Pentacles, some, you know, obviously celebrations or something. Queen of Swords. Split. Yeah, there definitely might be a bit of hardball being going on with the transgender candidate. I hope I'm wrong and that she's already been confirmed, but I can't remember her name. Sorry. Rachel Levine, Dr. Rachel Levine. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, A Dragon. Now, it's a Civil Rights Voting Act that I looked at last week, the one that was under civil rights, and I haven't. It's the Voting Act, Civil Rights Voting Act. So I'll have a look at that and see how that's going to go. Will that eventually get passed? So because somebody said it was Civil Rights Act last week, but it was Civil Rights Voting Act, and so we'll try that one. Civil rights voting, will that eventually get passed? Something flashed Biden's second term. My chair broke, my office chair. So I was going to go and get the camera. I'm sitting on a footstool now, but the camera might have to wait. I think I'll have to get a new office chair instead. I can't be sitting on this. The dining chairs are too high. My husband was, I sat on it the other day and there was a crack and I looked at it and I didn't see anything wrong. So I thought, oh, well. Then my husband was sitting on it yesterday and there was the crack again and there's, whoa! And I saw him falling in slow motion onto the ground. Didn't hurt himself, but one of the legs on the bottom snapped off. And so I'm going to have to buy a new chair instead of the camera I've been waiting to get. Hi, Linda B. Yes, hi, Cameo. Yes, sweetheart. Okay. Civil Rights Voting Act. Let's have a look at it. there's going to be momentum behind this. He's okay, yeah. He wasn't hurt at all. It's a very emotional issue, and a very, you know, very emotional. Stirs a lot of passions and a lot of people. Some good, some not so good. The challenge is to take on those people who are happy with voting chaos, those people who go in and create chaos with voting by all of their voter suppression and all that. That's a challenge with this act. At the base of it, talking, lots of groups, talking with people behind the act and things, and yeah. This is the King of Coins. It's also a figure of stability and resources, and of course what's been happening in the past leading up to now is creating instability in voting communities, taking away resources, so or corruption, denying resources, and destabilizing voter communities. Over it, of course, is attempts to stop people from voting and walking away from their attempts to vote. Immediate future. Yeah, there's still going to be disruption with it. People are still going to try and disrupt the voting. And this Voting Rights Act is a federal thing, so there's going to be some disruption. Yep, lots of combative debate, lots of argy-bargy going on around it. People, that's in the environment, some people just don't want free and fair elections, because that means that their ability to get in power and stay in power long term is, of course, affected by that. What do people see? People see something that has unfairly impacted people of colour, minorities, poor communities, rural communities too. What are the hopes and fears? Oh yeah, the hopes is to be able to start healing the country from the devil of voter suppression, to wipe out the devil of voter suppression and start healing the country and allowing it to move forward with that. What are the outcomes for the Civil Rights Voting Act? Law of the land, that's good, that's big. That's a major arcana. Good chance on it becoming law. This is a burden being removed and the end of the burden of voter suppression. Well, it's not the complete end, but it's a start to ending voter suppression. Setting new boundaries. This could be setting new boundaries and gerrymandering. It could be setting and defending people's rights to vote. Betrayal, heartbreak. What's this Three of Swords about? Yeah, so many things about this act that is so good, and it really is needed, but this is the wheel of fortune. I give an extra card after the betrayal and the heartbreak. I think it's going to get close, but not enough. Yeah. Like so many of the things that really have to happen, that really need to happen for the good of the country, there's a minority of the country who don't want it to happen because it would mean them giving up their stranglehold on power. Assholes. Yeah. Look, until this generation of senators are out of the White House and the bad apples are weeded out and the Republican comes back either as a new party with all the bad weeded out, and those bad apples gone, there are going to be some things that are just going to be, the Voting Rights Act is not going to work. Hi, Nina Sanderson. How are you? It's Sweden, hey? Yeah, bleep, bleep. We all know who bleep, bleep is. Haven't heard much from Kamala at the moment. So let's have a look at how Kamala is getting on, how this week is going to be for Kamala. Will those bad apples be weeded out in the near future? Some will, but not all of them. I think a lot of them are going to go in the next round of elections, 2022. So, unfortunately, a lot of them won in the last two rounds. So, and there are a lot of nice, normal, decent Republicans out there. I'd be looking at some of the polling places and how they do some of their polling, where they get their data sets from and stuff. Hi, Grandma D. Thank you. Anyway, how is Kamala Harris going? How is her week going to be? God, Kamala Harris week is going to be like. Let's have a look at what this week is going to be like for Kamala Harris. What's on the bottom? She's got some critical decisions to make. She has to steer some things into calmer waters. Okay. Knight of Cups. She's working on offers, working with Chuck Schumer and with Nancy on things and ways to get things through the Senate. So this is her challenge, working on some of these offers. And yeah, and also clearing out some things that were false, getting rid of false information that was given to her and Biden and things like that, clearing that out. So that's a challenge for her. Queen of Wands. She is a strong, compassionate, intuitive leader, but do not piss her off. This is at the base of her reading. Reverse. Strong and compassionate. But you piss her off, she's going to come after you. It'd be like emotionally by being beaten over the head with a lead pipe if you piss her off and she feels she has justification to come after you. But she won't just do it just because she's pissed off. If she feels justified, she will. And I think a few people are going to learn that. Past actions leading up to the present. She's going to be helping to reinstitute. She's been standing behind Mike Pence's right shoulder every time he signed a new executive order to repeal something that Trump did. So she's working very hard on that, and that's going to be a big part of her week as well. Queen of Cups. She's very close to Jill Biden. And she has a great deal of respect for her. And Jill's experience being second lady for 8 years and things. I think she sort of, when she feels the need to clear her head a little bit, she knows she can pick up the phone and talk to Jill, and Jill is not just a great support to her husband, but a great support to Kamala, as is Jug. But it's like she's got a girlfriend in Jill as well. Because, of course, she's known the Bidens for a long time. She was very close to Beau. And, yeah, so she's got the person she's a wise woman. She knows how to rein in her temper and all that when she gets pissed off. But I think she's, like, really glad that Jill's there for these first few weeks. And, yeah, Jill's really helping her go through. The Hermit. This is the Hermit reverse, which is forced isolation, and deep introspection. But I think she's got to, as she was saying, it was really odd when she first sat in that chair, the president of the Senate chamber chair. She said it was so odd. So she's still feeling a little bit out of place when she goes into the Senate chamber. So she's digging really deep for introspection on how to deal with that as well. She's getting herself and Doug and their children settled. They're in a new environment, and I think their residents, they're still waiting on their residents to be, something needed to be done to their residents. And so they're still waiting on that. So this is in the environment, not as settled as she could be, because they're still waiting for their residents to be ready. So she's trying to spend time with the family as well. It's very important because it's a big move for them. They're going to be there for 4 years. What do people see? They see someone who is new, but someone who is prepared to cut through all the crap to find the truth for them. She's new to the job. And quite frankly, there are some people that just arseholes and expect her to stuff it up. So there are some people out there waiting to be disappointed. Well, guess what? They're not going to be. So if you're out there waiting to be disappointed in Kamala Harris's performance, well, to you. Go and grow up. Her hopes and fears. Four of Swords. She fears that there are things she's going to have to retreat on, stances she's going to have to retreat on that, but she hopes there won't be. And with the reversals, I think that this is an upright card, so you know, the fear that she might have to retire from some circumstances might be a bit stronger with her, but she's determined to do what she has to do. What's the outcome for her this week? Yeah, this might go back to, you know, the four of wands in that first reading. It was reversed also, so maybe not a celebration, a bit of a movement away from the happy house that they want. So possibly not getting someone confirmed. King of Wands. Being compassionate and fair. And standing in wise judgment. She's going to be at the Senate a lot this week. She's going to be overseeing a lot of breaking through of the cage and the restraints that the Republicans had the Obama administration in for a long time and had the whole country in for a long time. She's going to be overseeing those. And she is going to utilize all of the strength and patience and wisdom that she has amassed over the years. She can be fiery, and she will kick your ass from here to high heaven if you piss her off. But she's also, she's got a really great friend in Jill Biden, who in many ways is the yin to her yang, if you know what I mean. And she is still, yes, she can get fiery. But she's still wise and compassionate, and she's also very intuitive. And so she has learnt to pull back a bit on acting on instinct sometimes. So she's going to have a really busy week, bit of ups and downs. Yeah, but so far she's doing a great job, and I can't see her not doing a great job into the future. So the articles of impeachment have formally been presented to the Senate, and they have made the with agreement or down the line for the trial to start on February 8. That allows some vital things to get discussed. Let's ask a question. Will Schumer use reconciliation to get some things passed? Oh, sorry about the yawn, guys. Reconciliation, of course, also known as the nuclear option, where they only need 51 votes to get a thing passed, to get a bill passed. Knight of Cups. He's going to make some offers. High Priestess, that's definitely on his agenda. Queen of Swords. He will make sure to justify using it. It's not something he's going to use willy-nilly. He will defend his usage of it. Some people say, oh, it's an abuse of power. Well, excuse me, if it's good enough for McConnell. So there's going to be some grumblings about abuse of power. They're going to use it to make deals. Yeah, it's going to cause some conflict. Bit of a tower moment happening. Biden's definitely, you know. Definitely maybe some tower event, which may mean that there's a real need to do it. If the Senate won't cooperate, he will push it through on reconciliation. There's going to be a bit of conflict, and there's going to be Republicans crying foul. Well, get over it, you little idiots. I think he's going to try first to get the 60 votes for a clear path, but if he has to, he'll use it. Yeah. But as he said, there's some things that need to get through. Hi, Joji. When will Biden's cabinet be seated? Oh, let's see. Will Biden's cabinet be seated by January 8th? What time is it here? It is 9:57 p.m. Will Biden's cabinet be seated by the 8th of January? Stability. So that's a good sign. It's also a maybe. Maybe, yes, it's going to take some Queen of Pentacles. So they need to be seated as soon as possible so that people can take over their areas and the resources. Hi, Christine Thomas. Hope. That's a good sign. I said by the 8th of February. There might be a couple, at least one that just might not be able to be pulled off because. Oh, thank you, Alexandra Bellino. I really appreciate that. It's really, thank you very much. I'd say most of them are going to be seated. There might still be one or two that are left with actings, but lots of major arcana here. King of Swords. I'd say most of them are going to be seated by February 8th. Attorney General might be one that's held up. That might not be done till then, but I think they're going to want to do everything they can. Yeah, so there might be at least one who doesn't get seated, and that could be the Attorney General. 3 of the 22 cabinet seats have made it so far. Yeah. So, you know, and if they can't all be seated, Biden will have very good people acting. So, yeah. Yep, 12 hours difference, yeah. You're in Kentucky, Edna May. Whereabouts? My favourite author, or one of my very favourite authors, she grew up in Nicholasville. And she sets a lot of her books in Kentucky. Why does it take so long? Well, it takes so long because the Republicans are a bunch of assholes. That's why. Hi, Joni. Yes. I 20 miles south of Cincinnati. So you're near the border with Ohio, northwest of Louisville and north of Frankfurt. Yes. You're in Colorado, Joni S. Hi, Beatrice Harrison. How are you? Now, somebody asked a question before, and I said I would look at it. I can't remember if I did look at it. Getting old, getting old. Yes, what did Chuck Schumer have up his sleeve to make McConnell slur, to make McConnell reverse course on the filibuster? Yes, it is. It's a bit southeast of Lexington. Hello, I'm back. The computer just shut down on me. I'm going to have to check the update schedule, and if it's on Tuesday nights, move it. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So, yeah, it just shut down suddenly. Yay! Yay! Now, I had a question from last week that I put aside about Tiffany Bleep, Tiffany Trump, and the Blues or whatever the family she's marrying into. Why is she suddenly all starry-eyed about her father? So she kept her distance. She popped up a couple of times during the presidency and all that, but now she's still like, oh. Why is she all starry-eyed? Anyone know about her fiance? Is he an American citizen or anything? They have an idea it might be something to do with his career. So why is Tiffany Trump suddenly also starry-eyed about Daddy? Ew! Alexandra Bellino. Oh, Cruz was tweet flirting with her for a while. Yuck. Yuck indeed. What's going on? Biden in office. So, of course, Daddy's no longer president. I've got N justifies the means. Strategy, defending. New journey, starting out on the new journey with her fiance. Support. Isolated. I think her fiance may have political aspirations. And Tiffany is not that far removed from the family tree with regards to she wants to keep on the right side of Daddy. So they'll support her fiance's aspirations, I think, because she knows what happens to people who get on the wrong side of Daddy, anxiety. She knows what he is. Basically, she's playing a long game. She's waiting to see what happens. She's just doing the starry-eyed daughter at the moment. I think she's hedging her bets. I think her fiance's got political aspirations. And if Daddy comes out of this all right, having Daddy behind her fiance will be good for his political aspirations. Or if he doesn't come out of it all right, fiance can just go ahead without any Trump backing. find someone else to back him. So she's hedging her bets. Basically, she's from a family of users, and she's not afraid to use the skills she'd learned. So whether she's as bad as Ivanka or not, I don't know. And she's largely an unknown, but she's got skills. She's got skills of manipulation and stuff. Yeah. Oh, girls don't matter. So, yeah. Don't be surprised if his name pops up in the next few years as a Trump party or Republican candidate or something like that. Michael Bullis. American, born in Texas. Yeah. He definitely got political aspirations, and she's not afraid to use daddy to further them. Yeah. Myself, I think she'd be better off dumping him and dumping her family, going back to New York and changing her name to Maples. I don't like him. Hi, Kathy W. She wants daddy. No, she doesn't give a shit about daddy's approval. She just wants to use him to further her fiancés or even her own political aspirations, if she has any. Yeah. Trump's private jet. You bet your ass it'll be belonging to somebody else. Okay. Is Trump going to get turfed out of Mar-a-Lago? Let's have a read on that. And you know I'm looking at spending time on the new administration and things like that first, and I'll be spending more time on other countries as well. What I think I'm going to be doing, I don't know that she's a narcissist. I just think she grew up in a family of users, and, you know. So is Trump going to get turfed out of Mar-a-Lago? I have been doing 2 hours on the Tuesday night, but I think I'm going to cut it down to an hour and a half. Queen of Pentacles, resources. Ooh, the end of a cycle with Trump, with Mar-a-Lago. Resources. He doesn't have the money to keep it. A change he can't avoid. Family. Offers money. Oh, he's got a Tower moment coming up too. He's got change of fortune, Knight of Pentacles, legal trouble, the Emperor, the rule of law. Yeah, he's going to get kicked out of Mar-a-Lago, definitely. In fact, I think Mar-a-Lago might be the first of his properties that he loses. So I'm asking specifically about Mar-a-Lago. There's an end, a a change you can't avoid. Catastrophe with regard to Mar-a-Lago. By law, he's only allowed to stay there for so long, but there's money. He doesn't have the money to keep it up. Change fortune. He's going to get kicked out of Mar-a-Lago, and I think Mar-a-Lago's going to be the first of the properties that he loses. Legal. Wouldn't surprise me if he owed millions in taxes to Palm Beach County. Will the county seize Mar-a-Lago? Hi, Marie Sutton. Hi, Tara S. Will the county seize Mar-a-Lago? Palm Beach County, I don't think they voted for him. I saw a great picture on the news of Lyndon Johnson with the little white dog that his daughter rescued from a gas station in Texas. And he's sitting in one of the rooms in the White House. And he and the dog have both got their head. He's holding the dog, and they've both got their heads thrown back, and they're both howling. And down at Lyndon Johnson's feet is his little grandson sitting in some little wheelie contraption thing, looking up at them as if they're both mad as cut snakes. It's a lovely photo. Hi, Estelle Harrington. And a cat on the way. Yep. So, will the Palm Beach County seize Mar-a-Lago? Somebody's going to seize it. Ace of Swords, that's a yes. Devil, no. Repeated failure to do things, a change that can't. Here it is again with regard to Mar-a-Lago. A repeated pattern of bad behaviour. He hasn't been paying his taxes. He hasn't been paying the county taxes. Empress. Queen of Pentacles, no money. County assessors, he has not been paying his taxes to the county for years. He's years behind. There's definitely a movement within the new energy within the Palm Beach County. Yeah, he's been hanging on to money. He's on thin ice with them. I said, will they seize it? There's a good chance that it's not going to be a bank that gets the property. There's a good chance it's going to be the Palm Beach County. And they're going to seize it. Turf him out. I'd laugh if they seized it, turfed him out, and turned it into a public golf course. Because a lot of the people who live around it couldn't even afford the fees, and they didn't want it there in the first place. That would be hilarious. Okay. What other questions, guys? Want to do a couple more? Mama loves you. Yes, she does. Yeah, you love Mama? You love your mummy? Yeah. Aww. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Oh, that would be absolutely a rip snorter of an idea to use the buildings to administer a vaccine. What about the government of Texas telling the Dallas City Council that if they go through with the plan, they had to prioritise poor areas in most need, like areas with black populations, that they cut their vaccine supply. What arseholes? That government has to go. Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Pompeo. Will the populist movement sweeping the world be stopped? A quick reading on that. It's something that was good in countries where freedom was suppressed, and the populist movement was one way to help change that, but it's taken on a sinister turn now. We've got the Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, walk away from it. The Queen of Swords, yes, judgments made about it. Gaslighting and confusion. Going to be a mix. In some areas, it's going to lead to a loss, unfortunately. We've got the Tower here. We've got the Five of Cups. And in some areas, you're still going to have people. What used to be a movement for change from dictatorial rule to get behind people who were bringing change for the good has been turned into basically a tool for fascism. So in some areas, yes, it is going to be stopped, but there's going to be other areas where it's still going to create a lot of harm and chaos, and some more dictators being established. People buy into the idea that this person is going to make a change for the better when their only idea and their only agenda is to get power for themselves. How is Joe Biden's health for the next 4 years? I don't see any real problems, but I'll do a health reading on him on Thursday if you like. Pompeo. So I'll write down Joe Biden's health. So this is for Thursday. (27th of the 1st, 21. Joe Biden's health. I'll do a reading on that on Thursday morning for the next 4 years. Texas governor. When's he up for re-election? Ted Cruz. He's up in 2024. When's the Texas governor up for re-election? What's going on with Pompeo? What is the future for him? Let's do a quick read on Pompeo. I do 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Thursday mornings, my time, Catherine. So, yeah, anytime from 11 to 13, no, 12 to 15 hours ahead, or 12 to 13. Yeah, cruises in 24. What about the Texas governor? Pompeo, prosecution worries, corruption. Oh, old sins are going to come back and bite him on the butt. His challenge is to avoid court. The base of this reading. He still has hopes of getting away scot-free, idiot. Past actions leading up to where he is, his actions are being assessed. Ooh, over this reading, he betrayed America. His immediate future, he has some plans, possibly plans to escape overseas. Oof. What's in his environment? Conflict, debate and conflict all around him. He's fighting with people around him. Page of Wands. People see someone who can tell a lot, who has a, they want to subpoena him. His hopes and fears. He hopes he's not going to be able to, he hopes he's going to be able to carry on living a life of freedom and this burden that he carries around of all the stuff he knows and all the people he's pissed off, but he fears he might not be able to. Oh, change he can't avoid. Greedy merchant's wishes. He was carrying out the greedy merchant's wishes. Oh, poor little dear, restrictive movement. Oh, secrets coming to light. Pompeo's future is not looking all that bright. Okay, everyone, sorry for yawning in your faces. I'm getting a bit tired. So I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for the support. And everyone stay safe, stay strong, stay loving, and I'll catch you on Thursday. And yeah. And not this Friday, but next Friday we're going to do another pet special. So Edna May, say hello to your little grandson. Give him a big hug from me. And everyone else, please be strong. Love you all. Bye-bye.